We have Murr from Impractical Jokers.
And talking all things Mother's Day.
Welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Long Island Tea Podcast, where we spill the tea on living your best, fabulous Long Island life. I'm Sharon, and I am once again joined by Stacy Black.
Ooh.
Guess who's back? ... Back again. What's up?
I'm
How
really
you
happy
doing?
to be here. How you doing?
I don't know why I forgot that.
No, it's essential. I'm doing great. I love the weather. It dictates my attitude.
Yes.
So I am super happy. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, there's some rain coming. We'll discuss that later. But right now, I'm really happy.
Beautiful weather. I will not take the winds. I'm kind of sick of them. But, you know, it's beautiful weather, and spring is here in full bloom, I believe, which is super exciting. I saw a meme recently that it was like, if you're that person that the weather dictates your mood, you must be so happy right now. And I'm like, uh-huh.
It feels good. I think you asked me if I had done my self-tanning because I said I was going to do that yesterday, and I didn't. And I think it's actually because there's like joy in my face, and maybe that like gave me some color back. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm walking around like a pale, sad zombie.
Yeah, no, I thought you got some color, but you know why? It's because we had a fabulous day yesterday.
We did. It was one for the books.
So wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, it's time. It's now the time where Kristen is officially leaving the island, and it's so sad. It doesn't get easier as I just keep on finding reasons to
hang on.
Me
too.
But we had a very, very beautiful send off, New York style, yesterday for her, and it was like one of the best days we've had.
I would agree. I love to hear that.
We went to, what is it?
Watch What Happens Live.
Because I keep saying, who's watching anyway?
Mm-hmm. It's a combination.
It's not it.
It's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
Oh my gosh.
On Bravo. It's like their late night talk show where he has two guests, and one can be a Bravo celebrity or not. But, you know, they're either celebrities or Bravo celebrities. So last night we had Will Forte from Saturday Night Live, and the stunning,
beautiful,
the hair won't quit, Connie Britton.
She was so awesome. It was such a great. I was told recently not to say awesome as much as I do, but it's my go-to word. Mm-hmm. I love it.
That's fine. No rules here.
No rules. But no, I think it was really fantastic.
It was great because Connie Britton, one of my favorite shows she was in is Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
And it was shot in Midland, Texas, which is the town Kristen grew up in.
Yes.
And I don't think I'm not sure. I don't even think they called the town something different when they were shooting there. I'm not positive, but I think that's what she had said. So, you know, it was just she only had this week available.
Yeah.
They were shooting on 2 days. My friend Robin is a senior talent producer there. Amazing.
And shout out to Robin. Yes, thank you so much.
Robin. I'll see you tonight, and I will give you more hugs. But so they were just shooting 2 days, so there weren't a lot of options.
Right.
And it was just funny that, like, out of all the options, out of all the celebrities, it was just the one, you know,
the stars aligned. It was awesome.
It was perfect. But yeah, we had a great dinner prior to that.
Where did we go?
We went to Charlie Bird.
Yes, I love that place.
Border of Soho and West Village.
I have to say, like, Soho was just absolutely beautiful. It was a beautiful day. The people were beautiful. I definitely had a Marilyn Monroe moment, which
self-explanatory.
You're welcome, Soho. You know, you're not supposed to walk on the grates, right? Mm-hmm. And I've known that since a child, but it was a little crowded. And so I was like walking around, and it was just at that moment when that wind blew up.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. That's great.
That was great. Sorry I wasn't there to help you.
I know. I was walking in circles. I don't know.
But we had a great dinner. We were at a table where the sun was shining, which seemed like it was a great idea until I think we all simultaneously started sweating. So we moved our way to the bar where we enjoyed the happy hour.
Price
drinks,
Fix. Yeah, that was fun. And the dinner, the food was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
I was a little nervous because I wanted to make sure you guys were happy.
Yes,
there.
our VP of strategy, you really strategized on planning that event, and I think you nailed it out of the park. It was so awesome.
Thanks.
But it was like at the end of the night, you think about like the train ride, right? Like if this was anywhere on Long Island, we could have been hanging all night long and like never saying goodbye. But at the end of the night, I was like, I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, I have an hour and a half train ride home, and you know, it was getting late, but I'm glad we stuck around. We did a rooftop nightcap. It was so fun. And what a beautiful night in New York City. And I just love how we are so close, and the vicinity from where we're located to having a night like that, an experience like that. It's incredible.
It was nice. And there was a nice picture. I don't know if we can throw it up when they do this. It was perfect because it was you and Kristen embracing right in front of the gates that take you from New York City to back to Long Island, and it was a very authentic hug. Obviously, like eyes are closed. Yeah, you see the grip, strong grip.
It was so sad.
So it was a really nice way to end the night.
Yeah,
and a nice way to end her, her New York run.
Yeah, I mean, watch out, Chicago. She's on her way, and it's just. I'm so excited for her and to see where she's going to lead that destination. But we're lucky enough also to be attending IPW in June. So I'll see her. It's, Chicago is hosting IPW, which is the largest international trade show where, 5,000 people come from all over the world to learn about America and each other's destination. So I'm really excited about that. We have a really nice booth set up. We have a couple of our partners coming with us. So we're going to tell the world about Long Island, and I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be really beautiful. I saw the graphics for the booth.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. It's really appealing. So I think people will be, beelining over to us. And then we get to see her again.
Yes.
In July.
So, I wanted to post that picture personally, and I was looking for a quote about like, it's not goodbye, it's see you soon. Or, I was thinking like, I love that as this industry, how we'll still be connected, in different states, but we'll still see each other, often enough where it wasn't a goodbye.
Right. It's also something we have to tell ourselves because it's true. You're right. No.
Maybe that's true.
You're totally right. June and July right away. She's going to be up and down, for back and forth from Chicago to New York. But it's true. I mean, for the few events that I've been to, you already start to recognize the people over and over because you're exposed to them so often. Yeah. So it's nice. And yes, we will be seeing her.
It was rough. It was hard. I mean, it was a hard train ride home last night when I'm like sobbing. But no, it was a beautiful night. So thank you very much for putting that together.
No, it was awesome. I'm glad we got to do that together.
Good.
More to come.
Yes.
For those nights.
Yeah, we'll plan them.
Greatest holiday all year.
Yes, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
My favorite day of the year.
Same here.
It's the only day that is a tribute to you as a mother, and everything that you do. I mean, your birthday's one thing, or family holidays are different, but this is the one day where we get to shine as moms.
We do, and they thank us for creating them, letting them live inside our bodies for just shy of a year,
and then giving them life on Earth.
Yep, and giving them all the other things like the volume of my hair, other areas of a woman's body that get affected post childbirth, but obviously all worth it.
Oh, 100%.
Kids are great.
They are amazing.
I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Well, it's more. Yeah. What is your perfect Mother's Day look like? And I say that because mine used to be, the joke was, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. Peace and quiet is great. I don't need flowers. I don't need anything. But what I really, it sounds corny, and I hope my kids hear this. They will, because I make them listen to. Yeah. They memorize my podcast. I'm like, let's listen to it again.
Do you watch it with them?
Every time we're in the car. Yeah. I do like the peace and quiet, but I really want it to be with them.
Yeah.
I just want to be in bed with them, watching movies all day. And I think the key is, you have to prep for your own Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. So I will, the day before, go food shopping and cook, because that's going to be the only thing that deviates, that causes the day to go awry, is if they're hungry. Yeah. So I think as long as I can do that prep, which I can, we could always order in. Yeah. But I think as long as there is food in the refrigerator, I'll have a great Mother's Day with them.
Yeah, I love that. I'm the same way. I was not that, I love spending it with them because they have so much love to give, specifically on this day, because they want, mine are younger than so like they get so excited, and all the like little handcrafted gifts that they make or the purchase in the school store. I'm wearing one now actually from Everly.
Oh, very nice.
And I just love it. But my favorite thing is they make me breakfast in bed.
Nice.
And they'll bring it to me. They all three of them walk it in with my coffee and breakfast, and it's typically a chocolate rice cake with peanut butter. My favorite thing.
Keep it simple. Yep.
It's so good, and they can make it. And they'll bring me my coffee, and then we kind of just hang out. This year we're just trying to determine whether or not we're going to go to the Bronx Zoo, or I love the Bronx Zoo, and I would go every year when like Brayden and Pearl were younger, and I think like COVID happened, and then I stopped going, and then it just never made it a priority to go back again. But we're probably going to do that because I don't think Everly has ever been there, or the Mets game.
Oh,
there's a Mets game being played.
That's nice. I'm sure they're giving something cute out.
Yeah. But funny enough, Dan's birthday also falls on Mother's Day.
No.
So.
God.
There goes my day.
When you were dating and you found out when his birthday was, you should have been like, forget it.
Yeah.
Because if we procreate, that day will never be mine.
Right. Why does Mother's Day change? It's never the same day.
I think it just has to be, it's like that, whatever the second or third Sunday of May.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We usually have sports.
Yeah.
So I think they try to make games early in the morning so you can have the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I don't mind it because I love that stuff, but I just hope, I don't know my schedule offhand. If it's like an 8 o'clock game, I'm going to be really upset with the league though, because that just feels cruel.
I mean, good enough for me is my league, there's no games on Mother's Day.
Oh,
they're smart.
No, that's not how we roll.
But you know what's amazing also about Mother's Day is the gifts.
Yes.
Right?
Give me the gifts.
Give me the gifts. I love a good present.
Same.
I mean, let's not lie.
Yeah. No.
And I make it well known across my family that I love gift giving and I love gift receiving.
Yes.
So we can also point them to the direction of a beautiful little boutique store in the village of Stony Brook called Madison Niche.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, they are so cool. They dropped off some VIP gifts for Kristen and myself right before she left, and they put it together, and it was so sweet. But it's a very interesting boutique store. They have a ton of things to offer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Depending, whatever your mother is into, either they have coastal home decor, kitchen and bar essentials. They have beautiful seasonal clothing, and a lot of Long Island specific stuff. So they had a mug with like a map of Long Island, or a serving plate, or they have T-shirts that say Long Island on them with a fish. They have if you want to get that type of thing as well, but it's all like very like nautical, coastal.
I love it.
And then they have a men's store.
They do. Sister Men's Store. I love it. DK Brothers. It's in the Village Center, and it's ideal for Father's Day shopping as well next month. So the cool thing about this, too, is this is our Taste of Long Island, obviously, but Madison Niche, we are giving away 2 gift cards to our hot teas to enter into this contest. If you follow Long Island Tea Podcast plus Discover Long Island, you can see how to win on Instagram.
It's very cool. Just one thing I want to highlight about DK Brothers when I was looking is that they have a lot of linen. Oh. And I always found that like men in linen.
It's super sexy.
Yeah, it's a really cool look. Again, it gets creased very quickly. Yeah. So like you got to look, wherever you're going, the reason why you're wearing that, you have to get there early in the day before you crease up. But like very cute.
Yeah, I love it.
And then they also had, again, like just what you said about different types of stuff in the store. They have hot sauces in glass grenade shaped things.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it's shaped like a grenade. The same, like how you pop the top off and you would throw it.
Yeah,
the top is on, but it's glass, and then it's filled with hot sauce.
That's awesome.
So like if you just don't know what to get your father, your grandfather, the man in your life, whatever it is, you really can go into these stores for the women or the men in your life and just get. That's your only stop for the day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And who doesn't love a good hot sauce? But yeah, so we're giving away a $25 gift card to both of these locations. So follow us on Instagram to find out how to enter to win. I'm super excited about that. And Mother's Day is like always on. The weather's always so nice, and that's like one thing I always remember too. Is literally like. Sometimes it's rainy on your birthday, whatever, but Mother's Day is just perfect time.
Yeah, because we deserve it. And they know we're going to be really upset.
Yeah.
if it doesn't happen, and then that will ruin the vibe in the house.
Yeah.
And then the whole day is shot.
A super Debbie Downer.
But, Madison's niche is in Stony Brook, which just, if you're touring some towns on Long Island or you're thinking, like, what can I do on a Saturday? I want that Hallmark feel, but like a cool vibe.
Yeah.
That is Stony Brook. And just a couple other places. They have the Long Island Museum of Arts, History and Carriages, the Museum and Entertainment Hall of Fame. So for me, it's like a must-stop destination.
Yeah, it's definitely a walkable village.
Yeah, walkable village. It's nice. You have a stroller, you have a dog.
Yeah.
That's like a nice,
nice little spot.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what else is happening and coming up at the Paramount is Murr from Impractical Jokers. He is going to have a show on May 16th, and I had the lucky privilege to give him a brief interview just to find out what he's going to be talking about and what the fans can expect at his show. So let's listen to that. All right. So welcome back, Murr, to the Long Island Tea Podcast. We're super excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it again.
You're coming back to Long Island for your show, your solo show, which is awesome, and you're going to be at the Paramount on May 16th. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about your show because is it your first time doing a solo show?
My second time at the Paramount doing the solo show. Yeah.
Awesome. So. That's what I thought. I'm so excited. So talking to Murr, your show is called The Eras Tour at the Paramount, and this is kind of a spoof of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
Yeah, kind of. But it's more about, the TV show has been filming now for 15 years straight.
Holy cow.
And we are still filming. We're filming season 12 at the moment. I go back to work tomorrow filming. But we have another 6 months of filming the season to go. And but because the show's been on so long, I think it has warped my brain chemistry to think that I can get away with anything, the same kind of social experience we do on the TV show on pranks. I feel like I can still do in real life, and that's not the case.
That's awesome.
So I have made some colossal errors of judgment. For example, I think I'm the only human in history to get kicked off the Ring doorbell network. Because of my behavior and my wife's behavior, the Ring network took away our doorbells, and we had to buy Nest cameras instead.
Oh my gosh.
In Long Island.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. How do you mix stand-up, never-before-seen videos, and live Jokers-style games in one show?
Well, it's just like the Impractical Jokers tour. There's a giant screen behind me on stage. Okay. There's a lot of audience interactivity. I tell stories like a typical stand-up does from my life, from things that I've done, and I tell stories from the TV show, and then I show videos too behind me too, some of which are horribly embarrassing. Like last year, I got hired by Bushmills Irish Whiskey to film a commercial for them, and they wanted me to go out in the streets of Jersey interacting with real fans and offer to buy them a shot of Bushmills if their name started with the letter J, almost as like an FU to Jameson drinkers or Jack Daniels drinkers, Jim Beam, So I did. It was supposed to be like a half-hour shoot, super easy, and the commercial aired, and it came really good. But I also show a video of the cutting room floor of how many hours it took us to film that commercial, because I didn't anticipate what would happen to my body for real drinking whiskey with fans for
my gosh.
It was a you-know-what show.
Yes, I can only imagine. Was it during the summertime in the heat? Because that could even add to it.
Patty's Day. Thank God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, what a mess.
Crazy. That's crazy.
There's lots of videos like that. But then also the cool thing about my solo show is we play Impractical Jokers live, meaning that I choose someone from the audience, put an earpiece in their ear, send them out to the streets of Long Island. We watch on screen and live on the spot. I tell them what to say and do. It's outrageous.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's hilarious. Has the guys come and pranked you while on one of your solo shows ever?
They've popped in from time to time. I think last time I was at Paramount, Joe Gatto showed up. Q's popped on stage with me. I popped on stage at the other guy's shows. It kind of all goes around.
That's awesome. I love it.
There is going to be a video I show that night. It's the very top of the show that I'm not supposed to show.
All right. I love it.
It's one hell of a beginning. The first 5 minutes of the show, the Paramount is going to be shaking with laughter.
Oh my gosh.
Just Q secretly recorded the monitors, and I have the video.
That's awesome. I love it. How wild does it get with audience participation?
Well, the Joker's live section of the show is pretty interesting, right? Because I truly don't know what's going to happen. totally off the top of my head, whatever ideas I have when I send some out in the streets of Long Island. But then I have to borrow 3 audience members' cell phones as well, and that is very much improv too. I get to learn about the person as I'm secretly scrolling through their texts.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
an idea, I'll text from their phone on their behalf, and the game plays out exactly the way you think it might.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Any crazy fan moments from the tour so far?
No, well, our fans have like such a good chemistry with us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But we have had the police called on the show a few times.
Oh my gosh.
Because, well, I have somebody acting a little wild in public, now we tell the cops that we're going to be there in town.
You have to
But
forewarn them.
on occasion, the cops have gotten 911 calls saying, "Hey, somebody's acting crazy at Panera."
That's hilarious. That is so funny. You're back at the Paramount. What do you love most about performing on Long Island?
Well, I mean, gosh, we're basically Long Islanders. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up in Staten Island, but my whole family's in Long Island. So I've spent years of my life in Long Island. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like coming home for us, you
That's
know?
awesome.
And I have family in Ronkonkoma and Comac and all over the place, you know? So for us, it's like a second home, but also the Paramount specifically, Huntington specifically is an amazing town. The Paramount is one of the best venues in the world, you
It
know?
really is.
The flippin' speakeasy below is
I know.
unbelievable.
I know.
So cool. So it's a great rock venue. It's great for comedy. Fans always come out. The whole town is amazing with good food. You'll see me at dinner beforehand there in Huntington. So it's just a great town, man. I love Long Island.
I love Huntington. It really is. It has great restaurants, like you said. As a New Yorker, what do you appreciate about Long Islanders and their sense of humor?
Well, I mean, we're all from the same place, right? Like,
We all
if
drink
you're
the
from
same
Long
water, right?
Island, it means your parents grew up in Brooklyn and either moved to Staten Island or Long Island, and then from there either moved to Florida or Jersey.
Exactly.
You know, so I think we all are all related from the same, cloth in
Absolutely.
Brooklyn, you know. So I don't know. Does that answer your question? We're the same.
Yes, we're all the same. We all drink the same water, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does touring solo compare to working with the Jokers?
It's great, man. Because I'm not truly solo. Like I have my employees are with me on tour. My cousin and my employee Ethan are with me always, and I always have a stand-up comic with me or an improviser with me that's been a dear friend for a long, long time. So, you know, on Friday I had a show at York College, and I had Dan Finnerty from the Dan Band with me.
Wow.
I have dear friends with me, so it's not quite like I'm alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm still surrounded by friends, so it makes it a lot of fun. And because of the nature of my show being so spontaneous and improvised, it's not like I get bored with the material because half the show I'm making up every night from scratch.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome.
very creatively rewarding. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome. You were on Long Island Tea a few years ago. How will this show top the last one?
You mean this? What we're doing right now?
No, your comedy show.
Oh, I thought
we could do that too.
We could figure something out. I don't know. I'll put on Q's
hair. I love it.
Got it here in the house. I don't know how to top the last time I was on the podcast. We'll figure it out.
That's awesome. Last time you were on the podcast, you were promoting your book.
Oh, which one? I have 9 out now.
9. That's what I was going to
Ready
ask
for
you.
this?
That's
It's probably, was it a kid's book?
yes. It was the kids' book.
Okay, so it was the 3rd installment of Area 51 Interns.
Yes, Area
Probably
51. I
why
couldn't think of it.
Yeah, that's probably why I was there.
Yeah.
But since that book, I've had 2 more come out. A serial killer thriller called You Better Watch Out, which is really, really good. But my 7th book, Don't Move, comes out in movie theaters this year. Do you know that?
What? I
Yes.
read about this. This is awesome. So
It's
tell us about
I'm
it.
going to be working on it the rest of the day. So it's like a creature feature thriller. The whole point of me writing these books has been to sell them as a TV show or movie or what have you, you know? So this is a creature feature thriller about a church group from the Bronx that wanders into the wrong woods in West Virginia, basically, right? You can imagine what happens next. But in the movie is T-Pain, Russ the Rapper, in his debut lead role in the movie, Lindsay Fonseca, Rob Riggles in the movie.
Wow.
Movie, Tom Cavanaugh. It's great.
That's
the movie
amazing.
The movie is very, very scary and also really funny. It's much funnier than the book. There's no comedy in the book.
Oh my
but
gosh.
The performances are so good. It's just very heartwarming, and you're gonna love it.
I love it. When does it come out in theaters?
we're hoping it premieres in September at the Toronto Film Festival. We're on a mad dash to get it in for the deadline in about 2-3 weeks.
That's
So
amazing.
we'll probably premiere in Toronto in September, fingers crossed, and then theatrical after that.
That's amazing. How do you find the time to write these books and do your stand-ups and
I'll
film
tell you how.
Impractical Jokers?
I'll tell you how, because my wife and I moved to Central Jersey. And you see how much free time you have commuting every day to Midtown Manhattan from Central Jersey. I got 4 hours of commuting a day.
Yeah.
We're in the car just trying to get to a freaking fairway
That's
in Manhattan.
so crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how.
That's where you got it. Exactly.
I can't tell you where we're filming. We're filming tomorrow at a supermarket. I can't tell you where, but it is no joke 3 hours door to door for me. So I got 6 hours commuting tomorrow to get to work.
Do you ever film on Long Island?
We do, but we not as much as we used to, because we get recognized too much, which is a good thing, But
Yeah.
because Joe lives on Long Island and we're always there on Long Island, but we filmed a billion times in Long Island. But we'll come back for sure.
Yeah, you should.
I want to do something at Jones Beach again.
Yeah.
We years ago we did the Imagine Dragons concert at Jones Beach.
I remember that. That was amazing.
And we filmed at Cross Island Fruits in Long Island and on the beach and a million places.
That's so cool. Well, you always have a home here, so you know where to find us, and you can come back anytime, and we can help you find some locations to film.
Sounds good.
That's awesome. Do you want to play a little game with me?
The answer is always yes. What do we got?
So on Long Island, as you know, we say, forget about it if you don't like something, right? Or how you doing if you like something, right? So we're going to just kind of name off some things, and you can say how you doing if you like it, or forget about it if you don't like it.
Got it.
Long Island bagels.
How you doing?
How you doing? Long Island Expressway.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Long Island Railroad.
How you doing?
Yeah, see?
I love LIRR.
It's so amazing.
Yeah,
Especially for some of your commute times, you can,
I love the Penn Station freaking mad dash when the track number gets listed. That's wild.
It is wild. It's crazy. Have you seen the renovations and things like that?
Only just recently. It's unbelievable.
It's awesome. Okay, one more. Long Island pizza.
Forget
Are
about
you
it.
serious?
Staten Islander, come
Oh
on.
my God.
Come on. I'm from Staten Island in Brooklyn. What do you want me to tell you?
You're right. Brooklyn pizza is
I got,
delish.
they closed Nunzio's, but you still got Grimaldi's in Brooklyn. Come on.
Come on. Forget
It's
about
great.
it.
But my mom's Sicilian. I grew up in Staten Island, and she taught me how to make pizza, and my pizza's better than any pizza you can buy.
Oh, I love it.
So there you go.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Murr. I'm really looking forward to your show on May 16th at the Paramount, and to see the new series of Impractical Jokers. It's going to be awesome. And to pick up your new book.
Thanks so much. And you can get your tickets at murrlive.com. Anybody listening, I'll see you there on the 16th.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Murr. He's so fun.
Yeah.
I absolutely love him. I've been a huge Impractical Joker fan for many years. I've actually gotten my kids into it. I mean, sometimes it's inappropriate, but so be it. But they are hilarious. But he really is like, I don't know what it is about his laugh and his smile. Like he makes me laugh by laughing. You know?
I love comedy shows, period.
Yeah.
I feel like when I go to them, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah.
So unless someone is there to just bomb, which is obviously not the case
Right.
here, I'm ready. Like I will, if you're trying hard, I will be a great audience member. And my mother actually and my nephew, when they were young, loved Impractical Jokers. And they used to go see them as like a bonding thing together. So it's nice that he's back, and I think I'm probably going to get my mom tickets.
Yeah, that's awesome. Paramount, we talk about all the time. They're such an incredible venue and a partner of ours. So really excited to have Murr have his stand up. And as he said in the interview, that it's like an Impractical Jokers. He sends people out to the streets of Huntington.
I love that.
And does like a live experience, which is cool.
I think maybe I'll go hit up Huntington with the
Just
hopes
that night,
he'll-
right?
yeah,
Like
with the hopes
hanging
of,
out.
Oh my God, you're here?
Oh,
That's so
Murr.
crazy. Second best holiday of the year, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, so cha-cha. I'm so excited. I can't wait. That's funny because like every year this episode we talk about Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo, and we always talk about like moms and margaritas and things like that. One of my best restaurants to visit on Cinco de Mayo is Besitos. Any location. There's one in West Islip, one in Huntington. They have a plethora
Yeah.
of different flavor margaritas. It's just amazing.
And hit me with that tableside guac.
Yes.
Mix it in front of me.
Yep.
Make it spicy. I love
Throw
that.
in that tahini.
I am not a huge guacamole fan.
No?
But when it's done tableside, you would think that
You can't resist it. I know.
I'm like, just take it with my hand
Yeah.
and shove it in my mouth.
I love it. There's a ton of places that do tableside, like, oh my gosh, what is that place? The Cider House in Riverhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a woman walking around making tableside guacamole.
Another reason to go.
Why not?
I think that I'm going to do Ruta, Oaxaca.
Oh, where's that?
There's a couple locations also.
Okay.
And if you look at their website, it's like very bright. It's like
So fun.
Yeah, and it looks super fun. So that's probably where I will be going with some friends who don't know it yet, but I will text them later.
You're like, guess what we're doing?
Really, if there's a reason to go out and have fun and potentially have drinks on a Monday, then you need to take advantage of it. But I will say, if our listeners are like me, I have already looked at the weather. It doesn't look great for the next few days.
I know.
I just don't want that to deter anybody from having fun on Monday. You can have just as much fun indoors as you can outdoors. And, just go for it.
Yeah.
Do not let the weather change your attitude.
It's crazy because May is just filled with fun kickoff stuff for summer. You know, we are a year-round destination, so now's the time to get out there and, you know, visit these venues or these restaurants on a time where before the summer heat picks up and the crowd starts coming in. It's just a great time to really get that experience in.
Yes. Memorial Day weekend is rapidly approaching.
And
I love it. But like you said, now is the time. You know, Long Island is a year-round destination, right? That is what that is part of our job, and the people hear it.
Yeah.
And, you know, between our beaches and our vineyards and our restaurants and our downtowns and our parks, there's so much to do prior to the summer, and you can get it potentially at a discount.
Yeah, before the season rates pick up.
Yeah, before the season rates. So, you know, we've mentioned on the podcast cherry blossoms. I'd like to just give a shout out to our tulips.
Yes.
It's tulip season, and I want to make note, I don't know who does them for our office. When you enter our parking lot,
I know.
the tulips in front, it almost would cause an accident because I wanted to like hit the brakes as I was turning.
I know. They look like wax. Like they are just incredibly put together. They're beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's really something like when you get to the office, it makes you smile as you get to work, which is not always, you know, the case for everybody.
Right.
But they did a really, really beautiful job. But I see tulips everywhere, and they're really beautiful.
Shout out to Jeff, our landlord.
Oh, shout out to Jeff. Also, Jeff, thank you for painting the bathroom doors.
Yes. Now get the third stall fixed in the second floor bathroom.
In addition.
Thanks.
But again, what we were saying, like Hamptons, Montauk, you know, that's going to be, everyone's planning that stuff for June, July, August.
Yeah.
It's open. They're waiting for you. It is staffed. You know, the food is ready. The drinks are flowing.
I saw it. It's really awesome because I saw like towards the end of April, a lot of places were having their opening nights. You know, like Bodie's Beach Bar.
Yeah.
The Salt Shack in Babylon that's right at Cedar Beach. They had their opening night last week. So it's happening, everyone. Here we are.
I know. And get it. You know, the summer goes so fast.
It
the
does.
winter it just keeps getting longer.
Yeah.
The winter keeps sucking New York months into it. We've sort of lost March.
I know.
Half of April wasn't that great, but even like vineyards and breweries.
Yeah, it's great for the crops.
Yeah, it's great. And like also, you know, what comes with springtime and those tastings is usually food trucks.
Yeah, I love
Who
a good
doesn't love
food
a
truck,
right? Again, something that makes you smile. Live music, just everything outdoors. So when you're going out east, or even ones that are more, you know, in Western Suffolk, there's plenty of breweries.
Oh yeah.
You know, those are the people. Look those guys up right now because there's a lot going on.
There is.
There's a lot of fun to be had.
You can find all of them listed on our website at discoverlongisland.com. We have a section called breweries, wineries, and I don't know what
Farms.
Farms, yeah. So they're all listed, and they, like you said, a ton of them have live music. They'll have food trucks at the breweries and at the farms and vineyards. It's a great time before the traffic starts to just get out there and enjoy.
Yeah, and one last thing, just a shout out, Fire Island.
I know.
You can go there now.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go there. It's beautiful weather. Shout out to Fire Island Ferries and the Mooney family that runs it. We highlighted them in one of our You Belong videos.
Yes.
So if you haven't watched that one yet, please do. generationally owned family business.
What an incredible story.
Yeah.
I loved that story. Just the passion and the hustle and heart that they have in this business.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like they're, some of their captains become captain at like 14 years old. They're that young.
And women.
And they literally learn this, at such a young age. Obviously, growing up on Long Island surrounded by water, there's a lot of like, boating license training and things like that at a super young age. Because I remember my nephews getting their licenses, I want to say like 12 years old.
Really?
Yeah, they were super young.
That's really cool. And I know, like, just even aside from it being a family-owned business, they employ generation after generation of other families.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. They said in the video, like, when we get a good family, we want to hold on to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, there are kids who are working there now whose fathers did the same thing.
Right.
That's,
I love
that's
that.
pretty cool.
And that shows loyalty for sure.
Yeah.
You know what else is coming up, and I don't want to, dismiss it at all because it's what we do, is National Travel and Tourism Week.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this. This is when we get to boast about our destination even more than ever. Everyone celebrates this week in our industry. It's really a great time to really celebrate the industry and recognize what we do as organizations and what tourism brings and means to destinations.
Yeah. So that's from May 4th to the 10th.
We have a blog about National Tourism and Travel Week, so it's going to be fun. We have some fun things in store for social media and, engaging with our partners and seeing the different businesses around Long Island. So follow us on social. What else is happening? We have a ton of things happening this weekend. Saturday, May 10th is the fireworks spectacular at Long Island Ducks in Central Islip. And then there's also the Paramount dinner with Sen Restaurant in Aquabog.
Sunday, of course, May 11th will be Mother's Day. Sort of too much to note here.
Yeah.
But check out our social channels to see what we have going on, to see what our partners have going on and what Long Island has going on. I would do that sooner than later.
Yeah.
Actually, see what, so you can plan your day if that's
Especially
how you
if
plan
there's reservations that need to be had and things like that. Happy Mother's Day. The Bravo
that's sort of like
viewing was our celebrity. But did you see that the Sunrise Mall, did you see that? Amazon is looking to buy it?
Yes.
I think that is so awesome. Yeah, I said it again. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it has been, there's been nothing going on in there, right?
Yeah, the stores are just, I feel like it's a sad time for malls all over. They're just everywhere is really closing down. But what better opportunity than to bring in Amazon, the giant that kind of caused
the irony there is not
shopping. But I think that's going to be incredible for our destination.
The irony, though, is what's getting me. That, like,
you think it's
Amazon
bad?
Is the reason why malls are going under.
I think it's cool.
Now they're taking its place.
I think it's
I think it's great for job creation.
Yeah.
But I feel like.
What do you think?
Well, actually, Smith Haven Mall just posted that they're doing like an $11 million renovation.
Wow.
To bring new stores. They're going to do a whole outdoor like park.
Kind of like Tanger.
Lounge area type and whatnot. So I think it's a location thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, Stacy, I hope that you have a fantastic Cinco de Mayo and enjoy your Margs with your friends at whatever location you choose to go to.
But I said that my friends didn't know yet. What if you were the friend I was going to contact?
I love this.
To say if you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with me. We'll talk offline
We'll
about
talk offline. I hope you have a fabulous Mother's Day and that you are treated as fantastic as you deserve, because you do deserve it. You do. I know I'm super excited. So I think that's a wrap. So thank you again for joining me, Stacy.
Thank you for having me.
I love this Sharon and Friends. It's really fun to rotate. I think it's been a good time. But yeah, tune in next week.
Shout out to my mom for Mother's Day. Roberta, I love you.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow the Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.